Hello and welcome to the HVAC Diaries. My name is Jessica. I am a commercial and light industrial HVAC apprentice here in Vancouver, BC. I work with my dad and my brother at our little family business called Cam Cool Refrigeration. Today is Saturday, August 27th, and this is my weekly HVAC vlog. I've missed the last couple of weeks to do some fun summer activities, but they both fell through, and instead of using that time to be productive, I just sat sulking with a long face for 2 weekends in a row. But such is life. Let's get to what we're really here for. HVAC! So exciting! Okay, let's do it. We had another couple of really hot weeks. HVAC is busy, busy, busy! Here are some of our service calls. One of our noteworthy jobs was installing a ductless split system in an electrical room at the packaging factory that we do a lot of work at. They've got this little electrical room and it is so hot because there's just like power panels in there. So yeah, we installed that unit. We had about 30 feet up to the ceiling to get out onto the roof to the condensing unit. So that was a bit challenging, but luckily my brother has a Genie Lift license and they had one on site, so we were able to use that. And we're pretty chuffed with our whole job because we got it done in one single 50-foot run. We cut off maybe 3 or 4 feet at the end of it. So yeah, we got it done in one run, no welds, which is just ideal. It was such a hot day, oh my gosh. And so many steps. Obviously I'm the apprentice, so I get to do most of the steps, running back to the truck and up onto the roof and back down to the room, and I have to walk across this pebbly roof that just takes all of your energy out of you. It was a really tough day. But we got it done and just very pleased about the whole thing. We checked out a York unit, a rooftop unit, that the compressor has just stopped pumping completely. The condenser fan motor is dead and it's an R22 system. So we're gonna have to replace that guy. However, it's a 44-week wait for a new rooftop unit. So we ordered the new compressor and the new condenser fan motor. We got lucky, you guys. We got the last compressor in Canada. Amazing! So they shipped it in overnight, and when we went to go pick it up, we inspected the compressor before we took it away or accepted it. Good thing we did, because it came damaged. The discharge pipe at the bottom is all kinked, all mangled inside. So the supplier is like, well, we'll see what we can do, but like, this is the last one in Canada. So they get back to us and they say, we can send one from factory from the States. It's gonna be like 6 to 8 weeks, unless you wanna pay $400 for expedited freight, and you can get it in a week. So we speak to our client. Obviously, they're not super happy about it. They're like, we're not willing to pay an extra $400 on top of their bill. But anyway, another $400, we'll wait it out. So we go back to the supplier and we're like, this is the situation. They don't want to pay the extra money for the expedited shipping. Just order it and then we'll deal with it when it comes in. And they're like, you know what? Because of this inconvenience we've caused, we will take care of the $400 shipping fee. So you will have it here within a week. Awesome. That was on Thursday. On Friday at noon, they called us to say that our compressor had arrived. Like, what? Okay, so we'll replace the compressor next week. A solo day this week was HVAC maintenance at the metal foundry, which I do every quarter. Every 3 months I go there and I do the same job. I've got to service 2 train rooftop units. There's 3 ductless split systems in the metal testing lab, which is actually really cool. I love that I get to go in there and see all the cool things. There's 5 carrier rooftop units serving their like administration offices. And then there's 3 more ductless splits, one in their server room and 2 in the boardroom. And then I have to check, I don't really do anything with them, but I just check an Atlas Copco air dryer and a Kaiser air dryer. So there's a whole bunch of work there. It takes me a full day. And what was just really frustrating to me was I had to adjust the V-belts on 3 of the carrier units. And I didn't have the right wrench with me. Really threw off my groove. It took me so long. So this is the problem. I needed a 9/16 ratcheting wrench. And I have a half and a 7/16. I have no idea where my 9/16 is. So I have this 9/16, which has got this stupid ass like casing around it, which does not fit between the bolt and the motor. So I had to use my frickin' tiny adjustable wrench, which is not ideal for a couple of reasons. One, it takes forever. And by the time I was finished, I was absolutely covered in dirt. I don't know what happened to me today, but, okay. That's fine. Look at my arms. And then the second reason is that if I'm not perfectly like attached onto it, it slips and then it rounds the bolt edges. So that next time it's probably going to be even harder for me to adjust those. So I went to the supplier right away. On the way home, I went and bought my own 9/16 flat ratcheting wrench, which would have helped me so much. And then I get back to the office and my dad's like, oh, I have it. It's in my tool bag. Well, that doesn't help me much, does it? Thanks, Dad. So now I've got an extra 9/16. So next time I could like double hand it. Yeah. I was interviewed by Authority magazine a few weeks ago, and the article was published this week, I think on Wednesday. I really love how this article turned out. I think it's one of my favorite written articles about me. So I'll leave a little link down in the comments or in the description below so you can check it out. I just really, really enjoyed the interview. I got 2 new products to try in the mail that were sent to me, and I'm pretty excited about them. One is this black talon. It's got these magnets on the back, and what I really like is it's covered in this it's like kind of smooth material, so you're not going to scrape or scratch the units that you put this on. So I like that. It's a very strong magnet. It's a very strong clip, and you can also hang things over like your refrigerant gauges or like your multimeter leads or whatever. So that's very cool. And it's by the same company that brought us Door Jam, which is one of my favorite products. So that's very exciting. And then I also got this Cilio Breeze Plus, which turns any air conditioner into a smart air conditioner. So basically, like your ductless split systems or anything that's got a remote control, you can attach this little device to it, and then you can control your air conditioner with your smartphone. How cool is that? So I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna set it up and register it and see how it works. And I'll let you guys know if it's yay or nay. And before I go, I have a story to share with you guys. So in the complex where my parents live, there is an older gentleman, and he has a granddaughter who's just finished high school, and she's actually just gone through a program for women in trades. So they get exposed to a variety of different mechanical trades in the hopes that one of them sparks their interest and they pursue a career in that trade. And part of this program or whatever is a 2-week work experience. So the man approached my dad because she was sort of interested in HVAC, and they connected us together, and we had such a great coffee date together. She had all these questions for me, and by the time we were done, she seemed really pumped about going into a trade. So she did a 2-week work experience, really enjoyed what she was doing, and the company liked her a lot, so they offered her an apprenticeship. How cool is that? So she started her new job, and she went out and bought a bunch of tools to get her going, and then he said she quit. And I was like, what? He got me yesterday at the mailboxes, and he's like, yeah, she quit. And I was like, what the heck? What happened? Why? And apparently she's just been having such a hard time with the guys there. They're just giving her a hard time, especially the foreman. He said that he's okay around, the other people. When there's a group of people, he's fine. But one-on-one, he just belittles her and berates her and tells her that she's doing a bad job and she's never going to do a good job. And so she's a 20-year-old girl. And so it got under her skin and she quit. And she's going to start a new marketing program in September. And that sucks. So I've got 2 thoughts on this. One is that I keep talking about how things are different now. Times are different. They're not like they were 10 or 15 years ago. There's never been a better time to be a woman in the trades. And while I do still strongly believe that, it's evident that we still have a very far way to go. We've made a lot of progress, but we still have a very steep uphill battle to fight. And sometimes it's discouraging, but I think it's so important for us to keep pushing and keep going, because things have to change. They have to. But if we don't make the change, then nothing changes. You know what I mean? And then my second thought on that is how sheltered I am as a woman in the trades, as a woman in HVAC. I have my dad and my brother behind me all the time, and whether we know it or not, whether we know that they're protecting me or not, I think they are. There's always that level of protection. And so sometimes when I do these interviews, thriving as a woman in a male-dominated industry, well, that's because I got my daddy and my brother behind me. I feel like an imposter, like I'm not really living the true women in trades experience. So how can people listen to what I say? I don't know. It's a little bit difficult. But again, I truly believe in having representation, and if we just keep putting ourselves out there, it is going to change. It is going to become normal to see a woman doing this job, just seeing a person doing this job. So even though I am the president of Women in HVAC R Canada, I hope one day we don't even need that kind of organization. So yeah, that's it. Well, that's all I've got for you this week. Thanks for coming back and joining me on the HVAC Diaries. I will be back next week, hopefully with some more fun tales of my adventures as an HVAC apprentice. So you guys have a really great weekend. I hope you have a bit of fun, a bit of relaxing, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.